And guys, sorry, we had technical difficulties. Sometimes the connection just doesn't want to work for us, but we hope you're still there. Don't go away because we're just about half of,
we're halfway there.
We're halfway there, in Illustrado's 100 Most Influential Filipinos of the Gulf. And this time we're continuing on our Thought Leaders section. And we're talking about Maria Josephine Abina, who is an entrepreneur and also master networking, a networking master in Oman. She is the founder of Fashion House in Oman and the partner of the first international center of Vantage International, a camiseta company from the Philippines. She was also appointed as the distributor of Omani essential oils brand Oliban. She uses networking exceptionally well, and she's the consul of 4 groups, including the Muscat Business Networking Group at Internations, one of the world's largest international communities. In fact, she is so active that she even comes to Dubai to network with the entrepreneurs there here. So that's our entrepreneur from Oman, Maria Josephine Abina. Next up, we have BJ de Guzman.
We have BJ de Guzman, who is a very, very cool guy. He's a creative entrepreneur. He is the co-founder of Jungle Page, one of the creative agencies here in the UAE. He's done work with Seoul DXB for Puma, Middle East.
Yeah.
He has over 12 years of marketing experience. He's worked with worldwide brands like Complex Magazine, American Airlines, Microsoft. So he's got it.
He's got it. And next up is Hyku Desesto, again, another person who doesn't need much introduction. Hyku Desesto, under her company, Soul Trap Studio, has done a lot of jobs in 2018, catering to the big brands and the big celebrities out there. And she's an empowered Filipina, Hyku Desesto. Kudos to you.
I think what's special about her story is the transition from being a photographer and
an
now to an entrepreneur.
Exactly. Next up is Leo Barameda, who is a philanthropist and a community advocate. Leo also works for Art Dubai and has helped bring Filipino artists here to be part of Art Dubai. And I think what I love about Leo is that despite how busy he is also volunteering for several organizations like the Philippine Business Council, and he's supporting hundreds of scholars in the Philippines. So another great example of, Filipinos are not only brilliant, but also sharing what they have to the less fortunate. Another favorite group that we have is number 60, Brusko Barbers.
We have Brusko Barbers entrepreneurs. The brainchild of co-founders Roy Cruz, Abigadi Cruz, Algene Surya, and Malu Gallardo has climbed from just doing a simple barbershop to a very concept type kind of
Exactly.
business.
So this is really elevating a very simple concept as a barbershop to international levels. Now their barbershop has become like a hotspot for the hip and happening males of Dubai.
Yeah, they also landed a finalist position in the category of Best in Grooming at the recent MHWH Award. That's for Men's Health and Women's Health magazines.
So guys, check out Brusko Barbers in JLT. Next, we have Alberto Opena. So from barbershop, now we have a world-class mixologist who's promoting Filipino drinks and ingredients through his art of mixology. Alberto is also an entrepreneur, so he's doing a promotion of Filipino culture by creating various drinks that involve Filipino ingredients. So kudos to Alberto Opena, and of course we have Alpha Media, composed of mainly Ernesto Flores and Oliver Serrano. These two guys have made professional the content production scene, not only with
the audiovisual
production scene, not only for the Filipino community, but also for various events like Jitex Futures and all these other big ticket events in Dubai.
They also made high-profile partnerships, including collaborations with GMA Pinoy TV and the popular Trending Pinoy show.
Popular Trending Pinoy. So if you're watching the Bayanihan events and if you see that it's grown from such a simple production to something that is really world-class, it's because of these guys, right? And now we'll take a pause before we go to our Tastemaker section. We'll take a pause to thank our sponsors who made all this possible today.
CMG's Kabayan Box. Serbisyong door-to-door mula sa Pinoy para sa Pinoy. Magpadala for as low as 69 dirhams. May special discount pa sa Combo Cargo Promo. Magpadala ng TV for your loved ones for as low as 399 dirhams. May free wooden crates na. May free added services pa. The best para sa Pinoy, ang CMG Kabayan Box.
PhilBrit is the only legitimate training center in the UAE that focuses on low salaries community workers from the Filipino and other cultures. The center is fully licensed by KHDA, DED, and we are official partners with organizations like the British Council and Highfield. We provide professional, vocational, occupational training, language instruction, performing arts, support for education for adults, and skills enhancement in all subjects for children. Training can be for corporate, schools, or individuals. Courses can be 18 hours or 500 hours over 6 months, depending on how deeply you need to learn. To enroll, call 04-221-0160.
And yeah, I think we're back.
Starting another section, yeah, guys. This is a long process, and we do appreciate. We hope you have not left us yet. It's a long list, but these stories are such good stories that we really just want to share this with you. Next in line is our Tastemakers section. Do you want to say something about Tastemakers, Ali?
Well, I think Tastemakers is like one of my favorite sections because, you know, like this is the section where we can showcase like the fashion,
the
and,
artistic
like, the creatives,
people,
and the
yeah.
artistic people, and it's just so amazing to hear their stories and see their individual platforms. Yeah, so.
And to see what they're doing, starting off with a very gorgeous and very chiseled Paul Kiefer. Paul Kiefer is a Filipino Slovak, and I think, you know, a lot of people, especially those who are aware about fashion, you've seen him on billboards, you've seen him on
Everywhere.
buildings, you've seen him everywhere in Dubai. So he doesn't need much of an introduction. He's walked in a lot of runways, and, you know, Paul Kiefer is a good representation, again, of the modern Filipino who's somewhat multicultural and a little bit culturally ambiguous, but he still has, you know, sentiments for the Filipino
But
community.
what I like about Kiefer is, like, we know he's a great model, but now he is doing and putting his interest in photography. His work has been featured in Esquire Middle East.
Amazing there. So next in line, we have 64 Fara Manalo, and we have Benedicte Gammelgaard. I'm very proud every time I see these girls on campaigns and, you know, especially Fara walking on runway shows, because there aren't a lot of professional Filipina models out there. So when you see them, it's really an occasion to celebrate. So there you go, Fara Manalo.
I think Fara's first cover is with Illustrado magazine. That was
also
back in the year.
Gosh, I can't remember the year, but yes, it was her first cover. And Benedicte also, who started modeling very young. So one of her first few covers was Illustrado magazine. So we're very proud to be able to say that. All right. Next in line is another Illustrado cover model. It's Dimitri Tolenaars. Dimitri is a Dutch boy with both Filipino and Spanish blood, very much mixed, again, just like Paul Kiefer, still having that, you know, Filipino root within him. And, you know, we've seen him on runways here and in different campaigns.
He's Filipino. And apparently he's connected to another model, his brother in the Philippines, Lorencito Tolenaars.
Exactly. Who
I only knew that last week.
Who also modeled for Illustrado. He was an Illustrado cover model as well. And I think this is just like the time when people were asking about Catriona Gray, is she pure Filipino? But there is no such thing as a pure Filipino, and everybody's mixed right now. So these four models are a great representation of the kind of people that we have out there. Next in line is the royal designer in Dubai, Jimi Buenconsejo, who's very, very soft-spoken and very, very modest. He's been working with the Dubai royal family for the last 20 years. imagine being in that position to be the designer of choice for the most, most
Prominent family in the world.
family probably in the world.
probably in the
Yes, I
world.
think so. So Jimmy works with a team of 22 in his atelier, and every day they're churning out intricate works for the family, and we have no other things but good things to say about Jimmy. So Jimmy, more power to you. And then we have
at number 68, we have Ignacio Loyola.
So Ignacio Loyola has this Ignacio atelier in design in D3,
Dubai Design District.
So not a lot of people can have
Yeah.
an atelier there, and I think the great thing about Ignacio is that his designs are also very distinctive because he's more avant-garde than
Yeah.
anything else. So
I
exciting
mean, more than
designs.
just a designer, he's also a craftsman.
He's
you
also
know.
a craftsman, that's correct. So we would love to see more work from Ignacio Loyola there in the future. Next, moving on to Garimon Roferos, who's designing clothes for me also from time to time. So Garimon, thank you always for your support. So Garimon has dressed up some very prominent women this year. Yemeni Emirati opera singer Balkis Ahmed Fati, Miss World, Manushi Chilar, Bollywood star Priti Zinta, as well as Filipino celebrity Nadine Lustre. I think he was the one who also designed Isabel Duterte's debut gown.
yes.
I think, yeah, the controversial debut gown of Isabel Duterte. But yeah, Garimon is one of those designers who have carved a niche on his own in Dubai. So we'd like to see more of Garimon's work and wish him the best in the future.
And at number 70, we have Harvey Sennett, who is also a fashion designer. He joined Michael Zinco, Estra Santos, Albert Andrade, I think was there.
Yeah, they
Also?
had a show in Cebu entitled World Class Weddings at the waterfront, and Harvey was just sharing with us that was such a big moment for him because he has always looked up to these designers. So to be sharing the stage, being the opening act for these other three designers was a huge achievement in his career.
And another huge achievement for his career is he dressed up the reigning Miss Universe 2018
Catriona Gray. So congratulations, Harvey Sennett. And of course, one of our dear friends in Abu Dhabi, Ian Roy, right? And belated happy birthday if you're listening right now, Ian. He's gone through a lot of challenges last year because of some difficulties with the brand that he has created by himself in Abu Dhabi, and his father also died. But just like I said earlier in the show with the story of Chef John, he's like a phoenix rising from the ashes. So he established this new fashion house this year, and he's looking forward, to launch his high street powerhouse with bridal couture at its core. So we have high hopes. Of course, Yen Roy's
Looking forward to more amazing things that you're gonna do.
definitely, and his credentials include London Fashion Week, Tokyo, dressing up so many celebrities. His designs are amazing. So Yen Roy, good luck to you and more power. And then, of course,
And then at 72, we have fashion designer Junrico Fort.
whom we call the king of the abaya. Okay, the abaya king, June Ricafort, if you're listening right now, hello to you. So he's very prominent in all of the bridal shows and all of the fashion exhibitions around the country. And his dream, he says, for 2019, he's putting together a project that will help other fellow Filipinos get into the exhibition circuit. So he's going to be putting together a project so other Filipinos can also exhibit their
Sharing
designs.
the limelight, right?
Sharing the limelight with them. And then, of course, we have the very svelte and very elegant Fio Enaje from
It's
Abu
always a
Dhabi.
joy to see Fio and
Always a joy to see Fio. And in 2018, his collection called The Mystic of Geisha was showcased at the Elite Bridal and Fashion Fair held at the Ritz-Carlton in Abu Dhabi. And it took the attention especially of Sheikha Hind Al-Qasimi, who featured it in Velvet magazine. And of course, Fio is doing so many great things. We look forward to seeing more work from you, Fio. And then we have
another fashion designer, Jolina.
Jolina is based in Qatar, and his origin is from Saudi Arabia. So from Saudi Arabia, he transferred to Qatar, and he's established his fashion house. And he's one of the leading designers out there in Doha, and he plans on moving forward to launch his pret-a-porter line in 2019, and probably dabbling also in furniture design. So we're looking forward to see more of your work, Joe, not only in terms of fashion, but also in furniture, because that's quite novel, yeah?
And another fashion designer, we have at number 75, Resty Lagare. He is based in Kuwait, and his career has been, like going good and blooming because he's dressed very prominent celebrities such as Paris Hilton, Mel B, and Ashanti.
Well, not only that, he's dressed Germany's next top model, all of the models, including Heidi Klum, for 3 seasons in a row.
Wow.
How many people can say that, right? Resty is also involved in advocacy projects within the community. So he's helping out people with his passion for fashion. And then, of course, we have the leading designer in Abu Dhabi. We have Sherwin Darrell, who's also within the exhibition bridal circuit. He's very well known. So he does shows not only in Saudi Arabia, but around the GCC region. And then we have Michael Amazona Del Mar, quite a very well-known figure.
Very well-known figure, especially in the fashion and runway scene with models. He is an event producer and creative entrepreneur. He is the casting director
for Fashion Forward.
For Fashion Forward. Also, he is one of the key personalities for the success of the Splash Fashion Show, and also for bringing in 130 top models, I guess from Italy, to do the Dolce & Gabbana show in Dubai Mall.
And he also directed the launch of Louis Vuitton's haute jewelry last year. So congratulations to you, Michael Amazona Del Mar. Another very colorful figure in the fashion firmament of Dubai is Rolando Lotto. He's a very well-known creative director and events producer, and he's behind the very well-known events in Dubai, the launches, store openings, and events that are attended by world-class celebrities, by A-listers, not only from within the UAE, but from around the world, including Hollywood. So Rolando Lotto at 78. Now, these 3 people who we're going to be talking about next do not need more introduction because we've worked with them for such a long time.
And we love them.
And we love them. We love you guys. Thank you always. We do appreciate your work. Quality of work is so amazing. Number 1, Rosen Antonio, fashion photographer. You've seen all his fashion shoots.
And if you remember our cover for a big fashion issue,
September issue is done by Rosen, right? A lot of the works in our in our 100 edition is being done by these 3 photographers, so we really appreciate them, and their work is flawless. So we have Rosen Antonio, we have, I don't know how to describe Alex Kaluwing now. All of a
don't
sudden
ask
I'm
me,
lost.
I don't know.
Just look at this picture. The crazy Alex Kaluwing, who's doing great commercial fashion work out there. He's crazy, but we love him. So Alex Kaluwing at number 80.
It's the good kind of crazy.
Good kind of crazy. And of course, Jeff Anog, the very handsome Jeff Anog.
The very quiet Jeff Anog.
The very quiet and handsome Jeff Anog, who's also doing a lot of brands, a lot of commercial work with brands, as well as for magazines like Elux magazine in Paris and Zaharat Al Khalij. So we have Rosen, we have Alex, and Jeff Anog. Next at 82, we have Jir Velasquez, who is a commercial filmmaker.
Commercial and fashion filmmaker. He did work with the likes of Harvey Nicole, Sandro Paris, Bamba, and Dior.
Amazing. And
it's been here for like, 1.5 years only.
Exactly. So
landing
really
these jobs.
Doing amazing stuff already in such a short amount of time. More power to you, Jir. Then we have Donel Gumiran, who is also a multi-awarded photographer. He's one of the most respected and seasoned Filipino photographers. And I think, moving forward, apart from his awards, he's also working on teaching more Filipinos out there on how to improve their photography skills.
And then we have the rising photography and videography talents. We have Ace Reyes, Agustin Paredes, Antonio L. Estuani.
Right. So, these guys are, again, very young, rising in the fashion and commercial business. Ace Reyes is doing campaigns for Sony, Music, Clean and Clear Arabia, Maserati, and Namshi.
Agustin is doing collaborative work and with Puma, Farfetch, and also Zadig El Voltaire.
Tonyo Al-Eswani, on the other hand, he's a Filipino-Lebanese. He was born and raised in Davao and just moved to the UAE in the last, 3 years. He is involved in filmmaking, and he belongs to the company called Chopper Shoot, and he's done already work for some Hollywood and Bollywood films. So rising stars in the Filipino photography and videography sector, very young, talented Filipinos.
And at number 85,
Yay!
we're now at 85, we have Niche Modeling Agency.
Yeah. Niche modeling agency, well, yeah, if you need models, niche modeling agency is, you know, or yeah, they're the ones who are supplying or, you know, casting models from different parts of the world. They're bringing different professionals and top class talents from around the world and bringing them to the UAE for various brands, right? Another very interesting person in our 100 is Gwe Soriano. She's a stylist, number 86.
She is one of the senior stylists for the Fashion Avenue in Dubai Mall.
And yeah, you can see Gwe's talking on TV. She's been featured in, you know, in talks on styling as an authority figure. And, you know, like we said earlier, Filipinos can excel in so many different
And
categories.
she's just a character.
She's a character, very petite.
I remember asking her, "Oh, do you just go to
Very
Al
pretty.
Madina in this outfit?" And yeah, sometimes I buy like corned beef like this.
I buy corned beef like this, Carolina Herrera, like that, right? So that's Gwe Soriano, stylist at number 86. Guys, allow us to pause for a while because I will have to adjust for the light. I'm a little bit squinting right now, so we'll take a break. And at this time, we would like to say thank you to our support sponsors. Coming up.
CMG's Kabayan Box. Serbisyong door-to-door mula sa Pinoy para sa Pinoy. Magpadala for as low as 69 dirhams. May special discount pa sa Combo Cargo Promo. Magpadala ng TV for your loved ones for as low as 399 dirhams. May free wooden crates na. May free added services pa. The best para sa Pinoy ang CMG Kabayan Box.
PhilBrit is the only legitimate training center in the UAE that focuses on low salaries community workers from the Filipino and other cultures. The center is fully licensed by KHDA, DED, and we are official partners with organizations like the British Council and Highfield. We provide professional, vocational, occupational training, language instruction, performing arts, support for education for adults, and skills enhancement in all subjects for children. Training can be for corporate, schools, or individuals. Courses can be 18 hours or 500 hours over 6 months, depending on how deeply you need to learn. To enroll, call 04-221 0160.
No, it's okay. And I can see.
You can see now.
If you guys only knew what's going on here, they were running to cover us because we can't, we're squinting against the sun. But thank you very much for bearing with us, and thank you once again to our support sponsors. We couldn't do all this without you. But now let's go back to our 100. This is our last stretch, you guys.
Yeah.
And now we have the fabulous leading Filipino makeup artist, starting with Jessie Tabla. Jessie Tabla is the kind of makeup artist who's done so many different projects under the most prestigious brands in the world. He gets flown to different countries just to do the makeup, not only of models, but the most prominent women,
He's
movie
the
stars.
preferred one,
He's the preferred one.
So people are willing to pay for
to fly
Yeah,
Jesse
flight
to
tickets.
places around the world for him just to do their makeup. So Jesse Tabla there. Of course, we've got Jaja Rivera, who's also very, very talented. He's worked on Chanel, Dolce & Gabbana, Bulgari, Eli Saab, and then of course with Marie Claire Arabia, Emirates Airlines, ENBD, Samsung, and Pepsi. Right?
And of course, Ivy Cap Peralta also worked with a lot of local international glossies, just like Vogue US, Vogue Italia, Ooh La La
you have to say
magazine.
that, ooh la la.
Ooh La La, and Velvet magazine.
Right. So, and then we have Val Montuerto, again, a very well-known fixture in the Dubai fashion business. Val Montuerto has collaborated with brands like Dolce & Gabbana, Harper's Bazaar, Emirates Women, Vogue Arabia, and Makeup Aficionado by Valentino. So Val has done so many prestigious projects out there. You guys, these are the leading Filipinos in this category. We had Jesse Tabla, Jaja Rivera, Ivy Peralta, and Val Montuerto.
Val Montuerto, who's also doing a lot of makeup master classes for a lot of like local and other nationalities here in Dubai.
Yep, there you go. Oh, another very colorful personality is Joe Anthony Silva, also known as Joe Dark. Now, we love Joe Dark not only because he's a leading visual merchandiser for Diesel and the brand Pinko, he's also a fashion instigator. If you're part of the fashion industry in Dubai, for sure you will know Joe Dark because of the way he's so unique.
It's hard not to know him.
It's hard not to know him. In fact, we had such a good time writing this article about Joe, and let me just phrase this. Joe's striking aura is a virtual spit in the eye to the derogatory archetypal jean jacket, gold jewelry bedecked katas ng Saudi imagery folks back home used to associate with Filipinos before. So, we Filipinos out here, OFWs, they always used to associate us with the image of the,
Katas ng Saudi.
Katas ng Saudi imagery. But, you look at people like Joe, who are very well known in the fashion industry, and then you see, wow.
The boldness.
The boldness, the uniqueness of the Filipino, the resourcefulness, the creativity, and ingenuity. So, Joe Anthony Silva, I'm not used to mentioning his real name. Joe Dark is part of our list this year. And then, of course, we have Christopher Lawrence Frostel, CL Frostel Trasmaño, premier dancer and hip-hop proponent in the UAE. Done so many work and, for various events, various brands. He is also brand ambassador to a couple of brands in the industry.
And that representation in the Dubai hip-hop scene, I've seen him in Seoul DXB, one of the biggest lifestyle and shoe event for people here in Dubai. A lot of people really, really look up to Christopher.
CL Frostel Trasmaño is indisposable. When you think about hip-hop in the UAE, you have to think about CL, right? So that's why he's always part of our list. Of course, we have these very interesting, overseas Filipino indie rappers, composed of Twisted Styles, MC Twisted Styles, or Vin Albert, we also call him. We have Fat G, and of course we have Machiavelli. So these three, they're headlining the OFW indie music scene. They produce their own materials. Even Machiavelli is also helping new people in the business so that they can have their own EPs and all that to release
I've
their
seen
own
them
original
do like
music.
a live rap battle, and it's just amazing.
They're amazing. So
I'm a frustrated rapper.
What? You have to rap for us one of these days, Alvi. All right, and then
When we have more time, I'll do that.
yeah, we'll hear Alvi rap. Of course, we have Menon. Menon is Sri Lankan Filipino. Again, another indie rap star. And he's done a lot of work in the UAE. He's performed in some significant events, including Seoul, Dubai. One of the things that we're waiting from Menon is that he just finished a piece that is focused on the Filipino community because he's been so inspired with the kind of support that he's getting from the Filipino community that he had to make a piece that focuses on the Filipino psyche. So we're looking forward to that, and I think that's going to be released very soon in our other live show listed.
Yeah.
So watch out for that, Menon there. And then we have...
And then at 94, we have Nowhere Birds, composed of Jules and Mitch Suarez. I just love hearing and seeing this couple because they make amazing music. I think one of their EP has been part of the
Virgin Megastore.
Virgin Megastore.
So go to Virgin Megastore and you will find Dubai-based Filipino indie musicians there. Nowhere Birds. Check it out,
yeah,
guys.
they're distributed in Virgin Megastore.
Right. Until now, I don't know how to pronounce this. I think it's YY.
Yeah, I think it's YY.
Why is it YY?
I don't know why.
I don't know why it's YY, but it's YY. So this is X and Maki Alvarez. They are doing experimental style and psychedelic performances. We featured them before in the 100, and we're happy to have them back. They're, they have performed recently at the MUTEC UAE. MUTEC is a worldwide series of electronic music festivals held in over 7 countries, and also at the Sika Art Fair, and as well as the Fridge Concert Series. They even performed in Georgia at the Aktusheti Music Festival, which is a first for Filipino musicians. Wow. So they're spreading Filipino artistry even in countries as far as Georgia, which are typically not the destination of Filipino artists or performers, right?
I mean, look at that. You've got Nora Birds, you have YY, real life couple, amazing music.
Yeah, making good music together. So there you go. And then, of course, Nathaniel Alapide. Alwi?
At 96, I think everyone knows him as the Jumeirah Sand artist, but now he has found his new shore. I was a new home,
shore?
but like new shore. He is doing his art now at the Rixas Premium Hotel at the Jumeirah Beach Road.
And I think it's not only specifically sand art that he used to do. I think he's turning out other types of medium. So I'm very excited to see what Nathaniel has to offer. He was also part of an exhibition in Al Circal, which is called the Diving Bell and Butterfly exhibit last year. So there you go, Nathaniel Alapide. Lots of great things to come.
Yeah, I mean, speaking about that exhibition, Nathaniel also represented Philippines with 10 other artists from Australia, Canada, Iran, UAE, and the UK.
All right, Nathaniel Alapide, artist. Then next we have Dr. Angelo Nino Santos, or Doc Jello for short. Doc Jello is not only a medical professional, he is also a world traveler. He's been to 45 countries, right? And then he chronicles and he captures all these beautiful places and he makes it into very nice content. In fact, his photos are so popular, especially for My Dubai, that Doc Jello, he actually represents the quintessential Dubai tourism photo. Doc Jello has published 2 books in the past, and he's publishing a 3rd book very soon. And of course, he's been a very important resource for Filipino travelers. So do check out his blog. Now we have some amazing people. Yay, 98!
Amazing people. We've done, I think this is one of our biggest group shots that we did for the 100. Reason behind this, I'm just so amazed and thankful for these people who are representing Filipinos in different blogging categories. You have fashion and lifestyle, you have content creation. They're just there, brands know them, and I don't think some of them realize the power that they have, the importance that they have, that they bring also to the Filipino community.
I think I want to say the phrase in Tagalog, hindi magpapahuli.
Hindi magpapahuli talaga. Making double tap worthy photos. You guys are amazing.
Yeah.
At 98, we have fashion and lifestyle bloggers. I'm gonna run through the names. We have Abir Abura, Eliza Nicole, Ivan Kabatit, Kier Pascual, who's based in Abu Dhabi, Javen Tabernilia, you have Angela Fernandez, Kelly Cuenco, Junie Margeca, Faith Rodriguez, and Nina Peñalosa Carpio.
Super. Another cross section of bloggers here. This time we have content creators.
Content creators. Some of them made it big already, being part of doing talks even in Apple Store. But we're talking about content creators. You have Jason Hagire, Anjo Mercado, Patrick Caldito, Charles Liban, Aaron Forteza, Debbie Fortes. We're gonna be releasing this magazine, and also online you're gonna see their Instagram handle, so slide into their DM if you have any questions about how they edit their photo, how they compose their stories. You know, like you can always ask them. They're very nice people. Just
slide into their DM.
Slide into their DMs.
Yeah, by the way, guys, like Alwi said, we're going to publish these stories online. We're going to make the electronic copy of the magazine available. And very soon, you will be able to order anywhere in the world this magazine and the other Illustrado edition. So that's going to be coming up on our site very soon. We're going to announce that also. So wherever you are in the world, even if you're in US, even if you're in Asia, you can order this magazine and some other issues, you know, online, and it will be sent to you by courier. And then number 100.
Number 100, yes. Almost done.
Yay! Okay, number 100 is our bloggers in the travel sector.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
We
Alvin.
have Lady Ann Abbott, Hannah Magsayo, Debbie O. I like calling her Debbie O. Well, her Instagram is Debbie O, and we have Michael Emlano. Just amazing. If you are looking for some places to travel, or you just want to feel bad that you have not been to that place, go to their Instagram. They're just amazing. One question that we ask these bloggers, content creators, influencers, is that how do you bridge the gap between the Filipino community and other communities? Because like it's like Instagram and like the blogging community, social media is such a big platform here.
And a very, very more prominent one at that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, just if you want to hear out their answers, or if you want to read their answers about this question, how do they bridge the gap between the Filipino community and also the international community? Very interesting answers.
Very interesting answer.
Very interesting issue.
Very interesting issue, guys. Illustrado 100 Most Influential Filipinos in the Gulf. This is going to be available online very soon.
This is our 4th edition.
You will be able to order this anywhere in the world. But before we go, guys, I think we'll say thank you to the sponsors before we say goodbye. I'm getting tongue-tied now, people. Okay, say thank you to the sponsors: Emirates Airlines, Grand Stores, Fujifilm, Stars and Bars.
Liali Jewelry, thank you. Desitani Dubai, MPQ Tourism, Philbrit, CMG Group, Meeting Love Sports Giver, and also special thanks to the people who have helped us produce this very amazing issue. Rosan Antonio, Jeff Anog, Alex Calweng, Ethereal Photography and Art Production, the Style Curators, Mao Piodena, Garimon, Referes, and Monte Cristo Studio.
Welcome to Emirates, Mr. Jones. Just sit back, relax, then let us entertain you.
With over 3,500 channels of entertainment, including the latest movies and box sets from around the world. We even have live sports and news channels. And your free Wi-Fi will start shortly.
Enjoy your flight, Mr. Jones.
World's best in-flight entertainment. Fly Emirates, fly better.
Real life, beautifully squared. Instax Square SQ6.
Need something? Don't buy. Get it free instead. Welcome to Giver. Everything is free. Just pay delivery. Have useful stuff gathering dust in your closet? Don't trash it. Give it away. Just good old giving and taking, made easy for you. That's good for the heart and good for the planet. Giver, your friendly marketplace for sharing. Give and take for a better world.
Non-alcoholic naman.
And we're back!
Yay! Just final greeting. We had to catch a hold of him, Chef Andrew, one of our idols here in Dubai.
Hello.
Chef, please say hi to everybody.
Hi everyone, hello.
And yeah, Chef, good work this year. We hope that you'll continue more with your, your good stuff.
Yeah, thank you. We've been very, very busy in terms of business-wise. As soon as the weather shifted, it's like on our side already. So we're all good.
Exactly.
We're happy to hear that. I was here a few days ago and I see a lot of like surfers, like man bun guys, like backpackers, and it's
bun
very,
guys.
very cool crowd.
Yes, because the crowd in the beach, once they're finished, they run to us and grab a bite and a few drinks, and then run back again to the beach and then come back. So those are the clients that we got mostly here.
Super. I think there are some promotions in Stars and Bars. You want to share them, Alwi?
There are so many things going on for Stars and Bars here in La Mer. Sunday to Thursday, it's happy hour from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. We all love that.
Yes.
Monday, they have music bingo from 9 p.m. onwards. Tuesday, steak and craft night. Friday and Saturday, they have Surfs Up Weekend. That's 3-hour drink packages starting from 250 dirhams. That's from 12 p.m. until 6 p.m. Every Thursday, they have Funk Tap, live music from DJ Carl and the Redo Mafia from 10 p.m.
Yes.
So these guys, they won Time Out Dubai's Best Original Act of 2018.
Yay, congratulations.
And Friday, they have Memory Lane, live music from Big Mouth Band from 10 p.m. So that's a live band playing everything from ABBA to the System of the Down. Amazing. Come down, come through, guys. You have to try out the food, you have to try out the drinks, and
yeah. Come on over, Stars and Bars. Thank you very much for your support, Chef Andrew. And guys, thank you very much for bearing with us and sticking it out with us. And congratulations to all the Illustrado 100 most influential Filipinos of the Gulf. We love you guys. Kudos and more power. See you again, guys. Bye.